And it's very, very demeaning to women. So we're going to end that very quickly, very, very quickly. I will also sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children. You know, I have to say, so remember, Ben, when LeBron James endorsed Hillary? Now, Hillary is small. She's small. LeBron is not small. And they stood on a stage, and Hillary came slightly below his belt. I said, that's the greatest endorsement I've ever seen. This was not a good endorsement. This was not good. This was not good. Now let's get back to our subject at hand. That was a good day. I will not give one penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. And just as I did for 4 years, I will fully uphold, Ben was talking about it before, our Second Amendment, as I've done through thick and thin, right, fellas? We did it, 100%. It's not easy. It is under siege. You do know that. It's under siege. It's not easy to do. It's under siege, but we have to protect. We have to protect ourselves. I will continue to protect innocent life. Look what we did with the Supreme Court. Look what we did. We will restore free speech, and I will secure our elections like they've never been secured before. Once we're in power, we can do that. And our goal will be, as I said, one day voting with paper ballots and voter ID. Very simple. We don't want to have elections that go for 63 days. Why are those votes being moved? You ever see with the wheelbarrows? They have wheelbarrows, they're moving and dumping them. You're saying, who the hell? What's going on? But until then, Republicans have to win. We have to win, and then we're going to change that whole system so that we have honest elections. And in conclusion, this is what we must do to restore our country to greatness. The USA is a mess. Israel is under attack. Our economy is cratering. It's cratering. Inflation is out of control. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea have formed together as a menacing and destructive coalition, very destructive. Our currency is crashing and soon will no longer be the world standard, I'm afraid to tell you that, which will be our greatest defeat in 200 years. If we lose the standard, we are in a much different place. But I won't let it happen. None of it will ever happen. There's not even a chance. Just like Russia would have never invaded Ukraine and China would not even be having a thought about raiding Taiwan. They never did. Remember, for 4 years, they never did. Nobody talked about raiding Taiwan or going in and having a war with Ukraine. And we would have left Afghanistan with dignity and strength instead of the greatest embarrassment in the history of our country. I believe it was the greatest embarrassment in history. If you took the 10 worst presidents in the history of the United States and added them up, they would not have done near the destruction to our country as crooked Joe Biden and the Biden administration has done. I mean that. Remember, I used to say, a month ago, I was saying if you took the 5 worst, and somebody came up to me and said, sir, I think you could actually go more than that. I said, you know, I never thought of it. Let's go. If you took the 10 worst presidents, this guy's done more destruction to our country than the 10 of them. We're a failing nation. We are a nation in decline. And now these radical left lunatics want to interfere with our elections by using law enforcement. It's totally corrupt, and we will never let it happen. If you want to save America from crooked Joe Biden and the radical left, and they are evil, then get every patriot you know, make sure they are registered Republicans, and get them out to vote in their local precinct caucuses at 7 p.m. on Monday, January 15th. It's Martin Luther King Day. Good day. Martin Luther King. January 15th. That's when it all begins. And I kept you first. Remember that. Nobody else. Nobody else. Other people like to claim it around here. Brad will tell you better than anybody. Brad, I kept you first. Nobody else. It was up to me. And they wanted to move Iowa back in the line. And, you know, I happen to think you have an incredible political pedigree. It's really an incredible pedigree, a beautiful pedigree, and we're keeping it the way it was for as long as I have anything to say, and hopefully that's going to be for a long time. Iowa's going to be first, and I kept, in terms of primary, you're the caucus, in terms of primary, I kept the order that we had for so many years because they wanted to move New Hampshire too, and I didn't do that. I kept that. It's the first primary. Then we go to South Carolina. We kept it. But the Democrats changed everything around. They took you out of position. They took a lot of things, a lot of liberties, and I think you're going to remember that. But we're going to win against them anyway, whether they did that or not, especially here. But we kept you where you are. But we're asking you to commit to caucus for us and to bring as many people as you can to caucus for the campaign and to sign up, if you're ready. It's ia.donaldjtrump.com to get involved. If you can do that, you'll have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a big victory because 2024 is our final battle. And with you at my side, we're doing this together. We will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers and fools from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. And we will throw off the sick political class that hates our country so much. We will rout the fake news media. We will rout them. They have to come back and they have to be honest. They are doing so poorly. They have the lowest approval rating they've ever had. They have a lower approval rating than Congress. I'm proud to say that when I started, they had a very high, but we exposed it. But they have to come back and they have to be honest and they have to stop what they're doing. We will evict Joe Biden from the White House and we will finish the job that we started, and we will do things that nobody thought were even possible. The great silent majority is rising like never before, and under our leadership, the forgotten man and woman, the men and women that are forgotten will be forgotten no longer. With your help, your love, and your vote, we will put America first, and we will very simply make America great again. So thank you very much, Iowa. I appreciate it. We'll be back many times, and we're going to be voting in a very short period of time. Thank you very much. We love you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you all.